Welcome to the Civil War Digital Digest. I'm Jeremy, and we're relaxing here at Historic Fort Wayne thanks to the Historic Fort Wayne Coalition that's allowing us to use the mess hall here at this beautiful fort in Detroit. And what we're relaxing doing is playing dominoes. And specifically, we're going to play something out of Hoyle's called Block Dominos. And that can be played with 2 or 4 players. So let's go through some terminology before we start playing. First, out of the 28 pieces in the Civil War domino set, we have a blank blank piece and then a blank ace. Now the dot is actually called a pip, and those are really important, you'll see as we go through, both in playing and in the scoring. We would then go to a blank deuce, blank tray, then blank 4, and then we would go on up to a 6-6. Kind of find it interesting that we start off with a deuce and a tray. Maybe it goes back to some of the origins. Hoyle talks about some of the history in here and that it originated in Italy and then went through France and Germany and spread from there, and that it was already quite an old game even by the 1860s. So the next thing that we need to do is determine partners. Since we're playing a 4-hand of block dominoes, we do partners. So we're going to start off by shuffling these back in, which happens by putting all 28 pieces face down, and then we give them a mix. Then each player draws one from the pile to determine partners. Now, the lowest set become partners, so it looks like with a blank blank and an ace ace, that's going to be Huck and I, and then Chad and Rob having the highest are going to become partners. Now, also a key thing is the lowest one, which would be mine with the blank blank, is going to go first. That actually is a great advantage considered in this game for Hoyles because I can play my biggest piece and get it out there first. As we'll explain even further, as you want to get your big pips out on the board, so in case it comes down to a pip count and not people actually running out of dominoes, you don't have big ones in your hand. All right, so then we're going to flip these back over. We're going to give them another shuffle. And then with block dominoes, there is no drawing, so we're each going to take 7 out of here. And while we're doing that, I also want to give a shout out and a big thank you to Mitch Kreidel for sharing this original set of dominoes that he owns with us to play with. The directions are a bit silent on whether or not you should show your pieces. We're going to make the assumption from a strategy standpoint you don't want everyone to see what pips you have. And we have one original image that we found so far that looks like some officers playing dominoes, and it looks like they're trying to hide and cover them up, so we're going with that method. All right, and I am up first, and I want to play something with high pips because since that's a scoring piece as well in this, I want to dump those first. So I'm going to go with a 5-5. And then play would continue around the table. Now, the idea is you can only play off the ends. So in that case for Rob, he had the choice of a 4 or a 6. So he had that 6-6, so we played that on the end. Now it's my turn again, and I have a 4-6 I could play off of either one. So I'm going to put it off in this direction. But also it gives a 4-4 on here, which I'm hoping maybe will make it a little bit more challenging for the other team. Hopefully not for my partner. All right, so now we have a deuce or an ace out there to build off of. And I have an ace to match up. Now play continues around until someone is blocked. And when they're blocked, that means that they don't have, in this case, maybe an ace or a 5, and they'd have to say go. And then their play would be skipped and would go to the next person. But so far, we're not there yet. I have a 3 to place. So now we have a blank or a 4 to build off of.
Go.
Go. All right, so he's saying go because we've hit that point where he's blocked. So we know in his hand he does not have anything that has a blank or a 4. And it looks like here I have a blank blank that I can play. And now he has something to play, so he's no longer blocked. And I can still play. So it looks like we have 2 or a deuce or a 3 out there. Go. I'm blocked. All right, so he's out, so gameplay is going to continue to see who can get down to the lowest number of pips. All right, now he's out as well, and we're going to keep going until we're all blocked or we all run out of pieces. And I am still blocked. And now you're out. All right, so I was blocked with a 4-4. I wasn't able to play. So since not only they're out, that also means that they don't have any pips to count towards their score. So unfortunately, Huck, looks like we lost this one with the 4-4. Now let's say we ended up being blocked and both teams had some pips left and we were all blocked and we couldn't do anything. Then what we would do is count up the pips and see whose partner group had the lowest number for the winning team there. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Civil War Digital Digest as we explored history and made a connection with the soldiers, playing a game that was common for them, and also got to do it thanks to Mitch again with an original set of dominoes. If you like this episode, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. Give it a like and please share it out so your friends can enjoy it too. And thank you to everyone over at Patreon for supporting us in all of our efforts.